Hi everyone, welcome to the Lori Whitlock YouTube channel today. I am so excited to show you this fun new project. We have 9 brand new gift card bags is what I'm calling them, but obviously you don't have to use them for a gift card if you don't want to, but they hold a gift card inside. Let me just show you this one right here. There's a little insert that you can put inside that holds a gift card. You could put tissue paper in there, slip your gift card in there. It's got a cute little handle on it. You could tie a ribbon, you can add a tag, whatever you want to do. You can use these for all sorts of occasions. We've got best wishes, which would be great for a wedding, somebody that's moving, somebody that's had something happen in their life that's awesome, that you just want to give them a good congratulations or best wishes gift card, or you can even put another little gift in there. It doesn't have to be a gift card. We've got a welcome baby, which is super useful. You can always make that in any color theme. We've got thank you, we've got happy Mother's Day, happy Father's Day, happy birthday, get well soon, congrats dad, and we also have a happily ever after one, which I thought would be great for a wedding. One thing I wanted to point out is if you'll leave this unglued at the bottom, you could store these flat, have a variety of them on hand and ready to go, so that all you have to do is pull them out of your stash and pop them into shape and glue that bottom flap right there, and you're ready to go. You've got your insert that will hold your gift card if you'd like to give a gift card. You could vary the papers. What I've used for these is a double-sided cardstock from my Echo Park paper collection, so you can see that it gives it a really cute effect with a different colored interior for each box. We've got yellow and teal, orange and pink, green and teal, red and orange. And if you'll notice, the Get Well Soon and the Happy Mother's Day are made out of the same cardstock. This one has an orange inside, this one has a red inside, so you can get a variety of looks out of these double-sided cardstocks. I believe the same thing on the thank you and the congrats grad. I've used the same color cardstock and just used the opposite side of that cardstock. So those double-sided cardstock packs from Echo Park Paper Company that come with the paper collections that I design and other designers design for Echo Park are really, really handy. I'll also point out that the way these cards are constructed, you're going to love it, because you can reverse this inside panel here and show a contrasting color through the holes of the letters. There's no tiny pieces to keep. You don't have to glue the little pieces for the middles of the letters in. It's all done with paper layering. So on the front layer, it'll cut out the letter, and on the white layer, it's going to cut out the middles. And then you glue this solid back layer in place, and it covers up all those holes and it peeks through to finish those letters off. Super, super cute. Like I said, you can put the insert in where it looks like it's all red inside. So that means that the blue is facing out. So the middles of the letters are blue to match the bag, which looks really clean, neat, and professional. But you can also flip that insert upside down so you can see that it is navy on the front of the back side here, which is showing through the teal through those letters. Okay, you guys, I hope you love these. I hope you grab them all, and I hope you make a bunch of these to have them on hand. If you think of more themes we need to have them for, please let me know, because I'd be happy to add to the collection. But I thought this was a really good variety to get us started, especially this time of year where we've got Mother's Day coming up, Father's Day coming up. Everybody always needs birthday and wedding options, thank you, and graduation's coming right up as well. Get well soon. Of course, if you didn't want to give a gift card for Get Well Soon, you could always tuck some other little goodies in here for somebody that's sick. I don't know how often we give a Get Well gift card, but maybe you do. Maybe you want to send somebody, a Walmart gift card or something so they can buy some groceries or medicines or whatever that they need to get feeling better. So let's get busy making these. I hope y'all enjoy this project. So here in front of me, you can see all the pieces to our project. On the left, we have our bag base. We have the gift card insert, and I have the back that will cover up the way we're going to put this together on the back, on the inside of our bag. So for now, I'm going to set these 3 pieces off to the side, and we're going to get busy just putting together the basic bag. So you can see that Happy Mother's Day has cut out and all the middles of the letters have fallen out, but that's okay because we're going to use this layer and line it up underneath. And then we're going to use this layer behind that. And you can either reverse the color or keep it the same color. I'm using double-sided cardstock, so there's colors on each side, but you can kind of see how that lines up, and you're going to see the letters like they're put together. So right now, let's go ahead and just fold on all the score lines. And then before we glue anything or assemble anything, we're going to put those layers on the back of the front of the bag here. And really at this point, you just need to fold those lines that are touching the front of the bag so that we can line everything up. So it might be easiest just to make these 3 creases right now, these 2 sides and the bottom. So that shows you clearly where the edges of the front are. And now we can line up the Happy Mother's Day middles. Just make sure that you've got it roughly correct. And then you can flip it over. Now I'm going to remove this side and set it off to the side, and then I'm just going to bring it back on top here in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive around the edges of all the wording. I'm running a bead of tape runner. It's going to be just about the right width there. There's a 2 millimeter gap around the edge of the red section here and the white we're about to put on. So just keep in mind when you go to put it on, you're just going to center it with about a 2 millimeter gap. So get some adhesive. And then there's going to be hardly any gap when you put this on, just a 1 millimeter gap. So you will end up covering up all the adhesive around those edges, so you don't have to stress too much. We are kind of tight here on the top. There's not a lot of extra space there, and I don't want a whole thing of glue across there, so I'm just going to try and carefully put a little bit, just dot it in there, kind of dot it between a few of the bigger letters where there's some space. You might want to use a little glue on some of the littlest letters if you're really particular, like these M points that pop up. If you want those to stay down perfectly, you might want to put a little adhesive on those. Okay, so I'm going to flip this back over, and I can just visually check and make sure. You don't want to line this up wrong, but that looks like that's going to be right. So I like to work from this folded edge and these 2 folded edges and just look for about a 2 millimeter gap all the way around, so it's centered on the bottom. Focus on working on from that bottom edge and those 2 sides, and then we'll lay that down. Okay, and when we flip that over, it should be perfectly aligned. So that's just perfect. You can see right through. This is where you can kind of see what I'm talking about on the M. Those are really fine pieces, so if you want those perfectly glued down, you could put a tiny bit of liquid adhesive. They're not bothering me at all, those, so I think it's fine. So let's flip that back over. At this point, you've got a choice. If you want to match your front colors, you can just have it be all orange, or if you want to flip this over and have the contrasting colors show through, you have that option as well. This is going to be a nice reinforcement to the front. Adds a little bit of interest when you're using double-sided cardstock so that the inside's a different color from the outside of the project, which is kind of fun. I like that. We're going to keep it all orange on the outside. So you can see that this pretty much covers the entire, well, I'll leave it contrasting so you can see right now, but it covers up everything except for 1 millimeter all the way around the edges. So just keep your adhesive about 1 millimeter away from the edge and you should be just fine. And then of course you don't want to run your adhesive over the openings, so just stay away from those open cuts. And you can run some adhesive through the middle. And now we're just going to line this one up where we have just 1 millimeter all the way around. It's going to be a little closer than that other one. Same thing all the way around the handle here, 1 millimeter. And you can see how nicely that finishes off the inside of the bag and how beautiful the outside is. And now we're ready to do the rest of our creases. So we have this glue tab here on the end. You can use your bone folder to get a nice crease on those lines. You got that bottom, those two side flaps, and this bottom. I'll just fold this just like that. And if you'll notice on the sides, there's some gussets that I've built into those sides. So you'll want to take time right now to carefully crease those. So you're going to want to crease it in so that it folds into the bag like this. So you'll want to valley fold that right there. And then go all the way down to this end here where you have this 45-degree angle at the bottom. Let's see, just make sure. Yep, those are going to pop out. Let's see here. Let me look at, yeah, okay. So when you get down to the little corner creases there, you'll just want to go to the inside here and just fold that where you see a triangle, and that'll give you the perfect side fold there. Once again, let's do that on this side here. You fold it towards the inside, so valley fold, and then when you get down to the bottom here, I just kind of like to put my finger inside there and force those to go kind of flatten into a triangle shape, and then fold it all where it looks like your box, and you can see that those sides just will gusset in perfectly for you. So next thing we're going to do is just go ahead and put some glue on this tab on the side. Then I like to fold it over where I can use the table to help me fold the whole thing flat. And the beautiful thing about this is you can store your bags flat just like this with your little insert. You could just tuck that inside and have those ready to go for different holidays. And then when you have somebody you need to give a gift to, you can just pop that open, fold the sides in. I like to fold the back down first and then the front. And then you have this adorable little sack ready to go and put a gift card in. You can also add embellishments, tags, anything to dress this up a little bit more, but this is the perfect basic box all ready to go for you. Okay, I'm going to put my bone folder down in there to get a good crease on that. And there you have it. You can see how those sides gusset in perfectly. So there we have this beautiful Happy Mother's Day gift bag. The insert for the gift card has ears here that you can tuck your gift card under. There you have it. I hope you have fun making this adorable bag for Mother's Day and all the other 8 themes that we have designs for this project. So you can buy these files again in the Lori Whitlock SVG shop. I will link to that in the description. You can also grab them at the Silhouette Design Store if you're a Silhouette user. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see y'all in another video. Bye-bye.